Welcome to my Wednesday ramblings. This is week 2 of the message series, The Living Word, with a subtitle, New Teaching. We know that throughout the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus is taking the message of the old law and giving it a new complexion, not to do away with what was taught in the old law, but to give it a new focus, a new hope. And so as we come to today, we've got the two little passages from chapter 5 of Matthew's Gospel, where Jesus says, you are the salt of the earth, you are a light and you don't hide it. We know that when we do cooking, then we can have some salt in it. Sometimes a little bit too much salt can make it very unpleasant. But just a little bit of salt on meat as we're cooking it just breaks down the fibres a little bit and makes it just a little bit more palatable. And of course, I'm a great lover of pork. Whenever you put pork on the salt on the rind of the pork, then you can make really great crackling. So that's really important. However, what the gospel is telling us is that if we let salt just become bland, it's useless. You can't do anything with it. And sometimes our living out the gospel, our Christian life, can be just a little bit insipid because we don't add flavour to it. We don't add purpose to what we're doing. So the gospel today is challenging us to think, how can I be a person, I suppose, better suited, better prepared to be a gift to others by providing that little bit of flavour, that little bit of difference. The other passage that we use this weekend is the story of the lamp. We don't light it and then hide it, but rather we put it in a place where it provides light and provides hope for others. It can be a guide, but also can be able to a guide to lead people to us, but it can also just be something that allows us to be able to see into the darkness of our space. And sometimes we need a light to shine into our lives so that we can assess and ask questions about what we do and why we do it. We talk about people being in the spotlight so that we know what's going on. But spotlight's not just to embarrass, but sometimes it's to enable. And so this weekend, I'd like to hope that we might be able to hear the words of Jesus calling us to be living words reflecting his life and his love to others, that by being the salt of the earth, we can help others to know something of the flavour that is Jesus and his love within us, and also that we too might be able to be the light that guides people to come to the Lord and to know his love. Have a great week. Look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope your preparation for this Sunday's gospel will help you understand a little bit more about what you're called to be, salt of the earth and the light to the world.